Get up now. There's work to be done.
That's a lot of blood.
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Oh, he's okay-ish. I don't think he got stabbed or something. You discovered your bed.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him? It looks like he won.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
Dead.
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering.
$2 on
I
his
didn't
body.
get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm alright otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
His
You
herbs
slept
stink.
through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill.
No.
It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that
Always
ain't
is.
enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And
Stop it,
you'll
woman.
find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't.
Let's get drunk.
Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Herb woman.
What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me.
Was he whispering my
I'll
name
go and check on
in
him.
his sleep?
When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall, but you lost several main level skill and perks. Yeah, there was a nice touch how I noticed Henry was level 16 because you finished the old game at 15. Due to your extensive injuries, you have no choice but recover and regain them gradually later in the game. I like that. Yeah, that's a clever way to de-level Henry. Oh, look at this is a vibe. You discovered alchemy bench. Oh, I wonder if herb lore is as fucked as in the old game. Eat from pot. Oh, he's got a spoon now. He hand feeds the monitor this time.
That's really good.
That's a slimy,
Aye. True bliss is a full
vile,
belly.
sticky. I mean, honestly.
Oh! Oh, he's Japanese flagged the bed. It's unfortunate. It's alright. We don't judge hinners.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us.
Yeah, that was
May
so
all the
lovely
saints
when he
watch
did.
over you, and over Bajana too.
Oh, lockpick. Oh, I couldn't. Okay, so she wants me to bathe. Oh.
I've seen fellas in worse states, but in better ones too.
Oh, you mean hands, right? Yeah, of course. Is it a wolf? I don't want to punch a dog. Growler? Holy shit, that dog is built. Okay. Dead bastard. Apples. Oh, he's got food. Damn, I'm no longer a human dustbin. Oh, good, you can compare. So, condition, weight. Main stat 2. Main stat 4. Yeah, alright. Oh, her toilet has a love heart on it. Oh, there isn't enough room. Oh my god.
I really need to eat something.
What's wrong with you? Oh, I see he still has his comedic timing. He's dressed like a lesbian. I love it. I'm not gonna explain myself, but I kind of could.
Seems Bajana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Oh, this is her blue alchemy. Oh, they're more shiny now. She's got a great setup. Well, I better not. I don't know how. Right now, it won't let me anyways. Okay, so what's the goal? Show yourself to Bazena. Alright. Hey Bazena, watch this.
Did what you asked.
And you
What-
didn't faint while doing it.
And now I'm wearing someone
pleased,
else's
Henry.
blood.
I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
Oh, well. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do
Yeah.
whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Oh, it does one of those yawn howls. It's nice.
Easy as pie. I can do that.
I don't know.
Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow.
Ooh.
You ought to find both of them there.
Great.
Frolic.
I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too.
Oh,
Maybe I
as we're
could
wearing his
manage to
clothes.
bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that.
I think we should bury
Do
him.
you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer
drinking
there, so it
sauce.
should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when
In the
you're done with
nettles.
that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
So you can just
Alright.
like do that. Someone can
We'll
just
get to
die, and then you go, "Oh, I've got a body. You need to bury gravedigger." It's crazy. There's chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile.
Sage has. Is this sage? No. Yes. Oh, it's got a lot of flowers.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
He's so
Right,
excited.
I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner
What a
Hans
vibe.
gets that remedy, the better.
I don't think that's gonna help. But like, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think like it might help him sleep. Chamomile.
Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
I mean, there's a sword at the entrance.
From Lord von Burgos.
Hang on.
Looking for those murderers.
I know, Lord von Burgos.
Hang on, there's a sword here.
And I ain't never seen you
Oh my
before.
god.
Lord von... Hey, what are you doing walking around with a weapon? If you don't want us to teach you a lesson, come here sharpish and tell us who you are. Lord von Burgov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
We're messengers and we were ambushed. I mean, they don't look like Von Burgos, man, but whatever.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Burgov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Burgov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the
Fuck's sake.
pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you.
The game said
Farewell,
not all
Henry of
arguments
Skalitz. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick.
The enemy is close. Wait, what just happened? He just got smacked. Hunting sword. No, not the dog. Not the dog. I'm slapping her. Oh, they suck. Yoo-hoo!
Shit! That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age. Oh, no!
Oh, we're going to bury some more bodies. We're going to have a graveyard in here.
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Yeah, but they're here because of me as well.
I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet.
Mentioning Pavlena.
She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Sure.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain.
He just said earlier in
everything.
your house.
I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Oh yeah. This is a good way to do like a tutorial. Because in the first game, I just came across the Herblore device one day. And I didn't know what the bloody hell I was doing. It made for funny content, but yeah, this game, they explained things more than in the first game. Okay, so you put the chamomile in the soup with triangle. 1 turn. Then you crush the sage. You put it in and then you distill it. Oh wait, it has the instructions on the left, my bad.
You must have read it by now, sure.
You need wine, two handfuls of chamomile and a handful of sage. Does that really say arse? Arse the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Okay, I like that you can go between the bench and the book this time.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into
It was
the
wine.
cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Ooh.
So, what did you pour in there?
You're
Wine, of
going.
course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Move the cauldron.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using
the bellows, yeah.
Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Bellows Q.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Goodness.
Thank you!
Now
Lousy!
we'll start with the brewing. Get
Thank
all the
you.
herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
What the hell? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much love. Thanks for the support. That caught me off guard. Thank you. Unselect.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of
Handfuls of
chamomile into
chamomile.
the cauldron.
1. So, a funny thing in the first game was you can use nettles and he just fucking grabs them with his hand and throws them in. It always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I never did
As soon as the
this.
sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Okay, I think it's boiling. So,
Ain't that enough? Take the
oh,
cauldron
what?
off
That was
the
so
flame.
quick.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore.
Yeah,
All you
just
have
decanting.
to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Pour out the remedy. Pour.
Done.
She's so
Now,
patient with
let's see
us.
what you've brewed.
Strong chamomile brew. Okay.
Here it is.
I love it.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right.
She's so lovely.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
I can do
Sure.
that, Queen.
I'll do the best I can.
When you're
Oh
done
shit,
with
he's
that,
bleeding again.
Go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
It's a good detail. I don't know if you noticed, he has like some blood on his shoulder where he took an arrow. Alright, let's go bury the bodies. 2.0, grab body. She's gonna have a little graveyard in the corner. It'll be like in The Sims. A bunch of graves on your plot, and then they randomly appear as ghosts. Start digging. Oh my gosh, I can't grab the shorts.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this
Barely.
damn salt.
Sorry. I cut him off. After quite a bit of arduous work. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's having another nightmare, yeah.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back
Radzik
in Metropolis,
looks-
things would have
okay,
worked
sorry.
out differently.
So that's the bad man.
Where's my fucking sword? And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything. Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
I don't remember him saying that.
Where's my fucking sword? You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hey, who's that voice? Who the hell are you?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never
Oh,
wake.
it's his daughter.
Were you having a nightmare?
Pavlova.
Bad
She
dreams.
knows his name.
You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
What
Ma
does that
knows
mean?
what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Don't tell Johanka that. Oh my god, this hoe's like Johanka. Well, I certainly didn't dream of the Virgin Mary, I can tell you that much.
I dreamt of terrible things. Flames, violence, war. And then the glittering silver and scallops turned into the surface of a lake. And from the lake emerged a naked, supernaturally beautiful girl. She took me into her arms and carried me away from everything to her own island. And there, she saved my life.
Well now, that probably means you're lonely and seeking company. Fortunately, you can join ours.
Oh my god.
Breakfast is on the table,
You're
and I've got
lonely.
something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Better than you're probably on. Perk points. Increasing Henry's level also give you perk points. You can use them to unlock his other abilities and upgrades. A list of perks can be opened. Agility. Wait, but oh, skill info D. You wield weapons with ease and naturalness as you've done nothing else. Childhood. The required agility for all weapons will be lower. Knowing how to fall is useful skill. Seeing how often life knocks you down, you've managed to pick up the art rather quickly. Fall damage is reduced. I mean, I don't intend to fall. Main level 1. Hey guys. Oh, Hans is up.
Look who's finally up.
Oh yeah,
Henry,
sorry. I was leveling
come
up.
and join us.
Yes.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite
Look at her
woods.
face at him.
I'm glad
She does
to
not.
see
She's
you
like,
too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like
Jesus.
the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time.
We're really
you've
saving each
saved my
other's
life.
lives.
I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Sir Hans was captured by the Cum Man.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Brutal cutthroats.
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Well, I slept with Stephanie. Henry looks very different to the first game. But obviously, you know, it's been a while. His face would have changed. Hands? Yeah, I don't know. It's the eyes? You know what it could be? I think because he's just not dead behind the eyes. Because I've gone from, like, the first game where he's not, like, really blinking. There's not really much back there. So his eyes are, like, moving around a lot. It's taking a little bit of getting used to. Hands straight up, I'm just like, oh, yeah. But Henry, I don't know. I like it, though. But, yeah, it's just taking me a little bit to get used to. 3-hour tutorial and recap. Yeah, they do it very well. The recaps. Oh, Hans took an arrow to the arse.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
and we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper
Yeah.
thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Good.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take
Bow
this
and arrow?
potion.
Oh,
It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
multi-use.
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
Thank you,
No
Pavlova.
doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too,
Hallelujah.
sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell
Who?
so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do,
Oh,
so it's no wonder
competition.
folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The
Let's
days are long.
go.
There's no
Nothing
I bet you
against
could
the
do that
hospitality
voice.
of the good women folk here, but I
Of
want to get to
Henry?
Trotsky Castle right away.
All right. What about the rest of our company? We have to go back for the mutt. I saw Toth at the pond.
What about Mutt?
What about
He's bound to be
Mutt?
looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog. but
No,
that's
it is a
not our
priority.
priority
You
right
wouldn't
now.
He
understand.
saved my skin.
So did I.
Yeah, but
First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd
Pebbles
expect
as
no
well.
less of you. So, should we get going?
I saw Toth at the pond.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know.
I don't remember
I
who
have a hunch
Toth is,
that one of
chat.
that band
Who's
that
Toth?
ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Toth. It's hard because they look very different to the first game. And I've never been good with names.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people.
But Toth is
It was
chaotic.
dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Oh, she's gonna have some lunch. Oh, money! Oh, I love her. She's so sweet. The mother hen. Oh. Look at a little quaint cottage. It's nice. Ooh. Oh! This is the intro. The first game was the same. We didn't get the credits for a while. The credits. Interesting, because yeah, the first game was like a 3-hour intro as well. Beautiful. Oh, that's a great shot. Of course, the cinematic director is that shot there. Yeah, the lighting. The reflections on the water. Ooh. What? I'll set the dogs on you. She's like when we played the Teresa DLC. Set the dogs on you. Mmm. Yeah, it looks really nice, doesn't it? The chicken eating the bread.
We've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
The rules of 3.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Open the door.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
I don't care. You're very
Now,
Monty Python,
look,
eh?
You filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
They don't believe him.
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us.
We were busy
But we
perving
managed
on
to get
women.
away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir? There's a horseman approaching.
Oh,
King Sigismund's
shit.
fellas.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Great voice acting.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Pretty pony.
Look, wait. Wait, one moment.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
He's gonna sneak in. His poo face. Oh, we're getting drunk yet. I don't know. Yeah. There's a chicken in every cutscene. I love it. I feel like it's an Easter egg.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat. Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Will he be able to settle?
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
Yeah, this must be weird for Hans. It's completely different to what he's used to.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
Holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First we have to wash and change. We have to get our letter back. We can always go back. Bath maiden time. We should build a trebuchet and fly in. That is a good idea. Bath
First thing we have
maidens.
to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub. Get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit
Steal.
to the baths and the tailor.
We'll go back to Rade, imagine.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
What, like get a job?
We're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
I think they would be embarrassed.
You could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad,
and Pebbles.
Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's true, because he wanted to have a swim, a bathe, and a drink in the pond. And everyone else was like, no, we've got to be careful, this is reckless. So maybe they all kind of let their guard down a little bit there. Oh, yeah, no wonder he feels bad. What survivor's guilt? I'm just as much to blame.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible.
Yeah.
They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Oi, oi! Cheers, ghost beer, because we can't afford. Oh.
Here we are.
I want a tankard like that. Look at that.
What is this?
It's always soup.
Stuff.
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for.
He's such a brat.
Report for work.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Work our way for the food.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Oh, the one you gave us away for?
Why, bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
I wonder if she'll recognize us. It was all so fast.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell
No,
that
it's Hannah's.
too?
Oof. It stinks like
It's
something
me.
died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and
God,
wash
it's so
the
awkward,
stink
I love
off
it.
yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
No, but wait, hear me out.
Doesn't half taste good today.
I fucked it up. I just wanted to be like, sorry to interrupt, blah. But she didn't recognize him.
Hi.
Getting a mug
Poor
of
Captain
piss.
Tom.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Oh, that's so awkward.
I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it.
Maybe
I
it
saw
wasn't
you
her.
with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please.
No,
I
what
don't
are
know
you
what's up
doing?
with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Maybe she was there.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there.
Wedding?
For sure.
No, wait.
And don't
Stop
ever
doing
leave me
that.
again.
Yeah, ew.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry.
Her old man,
That's
her
why I
dad?
needed all the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll
Dad's
spoil.
alive.
So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be
Jiffy.
quits.
I love her accent. I'm trying to get good
Carrying a
reputation.
few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
What
All right.
accent is that?
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from?
She sounds
if you
like
don't mind me
Coronation
asking?
Street accent. Scouts, sorry. I'm from far far, far, far away from Coronation Street.
Scarlets.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I've heard something about a
I
wedding.
heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush.
Agnes?
Our Truskovitz bailiff.
She's a witch, trust.
And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Can I go to the wedding? Why are you asking her if you go to the wedding? Hey, thanks for all the followers. Where's the wedding gonna be?
Where's the wedding
Just
going
for
to be?
reasons.
That's Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village.
Sameen?
belonged to him.
Lord of Sameen?
Old
I
Jan
don't
Sameen
know.
is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Clout? What? Is that like an old word? I didn't know. I just thought it was the word as of a few years ago.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship
He's got
plans
clout
are?
still.
But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Can I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
I need to be a plus
Seems that's
one.
really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
It's almost like she doesn't want me to work. We're playing 21 questions. Where should we move you sacked her?
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there.
Okay.
But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
This game's got a lot of dialogue, eh? Hands, come help
Talk
me.
to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is,
Hand
she
should have
denied
done
ever
it.
being at the pond.
He should have done it, not me.
You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I think he needs to riz someone so we can be their plus ones. No, I don't have a plan. I think you should just talk to someone.
Well,
Not me.
I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I
Yeah.
suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for von Burgov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the
I
locals
was
and
joking.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
see. I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
You guys don't use the word clout? Oh, we absolutely do. I didn't realize they used the word clout. Medieval. I'm no ordinary puzzle. I'll do it myself. You may do what you look like.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue.
Sorry.
People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
So being a brat.
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too, at least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man? Would that be some aristocratic
yeah, they talked about this in the old game.
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I mean, I get it. I guess this is how it was back then.
It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage.
He got shot in the fucking back,
if it
though.
makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no
so
mind.
it only fits when it fits you.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
He's such a lovable twat.
There'd have to be 2 of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own. Too strong as a...
Carry the sacks to the pantry.
Enjoy your meal.
I mean, he tore his
Where's
back.
that beer?
He tore his back. I feel like, you know, you should help if he's injured. Was it a cat? I think it's a drunk person.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Oh my god. I think she said it's door to the left. Oh, this is lovely. Look at the lighting. It's quite lovely. Maybe in here? Put down the sack.
Did you say?
See it
Here we
again.
go.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is
They're
suicide.
blaming us.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart
You
ass?
told us we couldn't
Somewhere
come here.
in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
I think this is inappropriate to say. There's no point in insulting
Stop
dead people like
insulting our
that.
dead companions.
Yeah.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see
Why is
the
there
glorious
American in my
occasion,
game?
at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, fisticuffs, let's go.
I'm so scared.
Apologize
Didn't
now.
you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared!
Your surname is Thrush.
Take your
I cannot.
friend and get out of our village. Right now.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Yeah, it's the yeast you could do.
I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Fisty fight. Fisty fight. Pop him hands.
It was him.
Is the game good? It is. It's really fun. Welcome instant.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Like, look at this. It's peak gaming.
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Time to die.
Hey! Get him!
Okay, so the targeting still it's better, guys. The targeting is easier where you can change targets, but it still is kind of annoying. I need stamina, but they're kind of on my case. Is that a monk? Oh my god.
You'll be fucking sorry.
I said an Australian? You'll be fucking sorry.
Show what you're made of.
Why is everyone on us?
Nice strike.
I love how the lovers are still just hanging out.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
I love the range of accents.
You swine! He won't get me.
Fuck her!
Okay, karate.
Take that and fuck show what you're...
I lost.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Everyone was just fighting. Imagine all just hanging out in their mocap gear. Shame. Wow, it's just getting worse and worse for us.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Ooh!
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Oh no, they're gonna start fighting.
You'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
I'm a Never Baby too. We're spoiled
You're a
brat.
spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating.
What is
You
that?
were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Swear at him or make peace? I want to hear what he says as a swear word.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean?
Shut up.
Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
I'm proud of you, Hans. Henry is right,
We'll
though.
see who's proud of who.
What a funny relationship they have. Next morning. Gosh. Oh, you'd be in so much pain doing that. Oh, your back.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Got a wedding to go to. Oh? No. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was Dividish for a second. Is it Dividish? No.
Hey!
Sorry, it was Dividish as if.
Oh shit.
So he's left.
Where were we?
He does sound like Jason Statham.
Go on, get out of my sight.
The vibes.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding.
You should dress like that, Hans.
Farewell!
What a hottie. Holy shit.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, huh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
How funny. Hi, Ravine. I don't want to read all that.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
Bara.
Do you
I can
have
rob
anywhere
her.
to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What's your story?
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But
what do you mean?
I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
What?
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of
Oh,
Troskovich.
she sells vegetables?
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Tell me about Tomcat.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled
He's
it
a
out.
big strong man.
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
So where can I find this man?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so.
No.
They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Okay. Help me. I need some clothes. I need a horse. I don't have anywhere to sleep.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay, but you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semine. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Okay, so it's us just essentially rebuilding Henna's. Wait, we didn't ask her what her name was? We didn't even introduce? You.
What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here.
She's
pretty
lovely.
Good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're a wanderer. Yeah, what are you doing?
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could
She's like
say
a house
I'm a
sitter.
traveller or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
She's in a massive
Because
gap
they're
year.
different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why are you helping me? I think she's just nice.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how
Bless
appreciated a helping
her.
hand is in times like that.
So where are you off to
Where
next?
are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Okay, it was really nice to meet her, wasn't it?
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
It's
Don't
close.
worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Lovely.
clothes somewhere?
I need a job. I'd like to report an ambush. I'm looking for my friend.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well,
We broke up.
He left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. If you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over
No,
calmly?
he's going to be at the
I'm
bathhouse.
sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
Valid.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why do they all say that?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
Oh, not Ulrich.
Where do I find him?
Where do you think?
Oh, I
Up
wonder if
in
it's
the
that
castle.
fucking Ulrich.
But they
Ulrich
won't
with a
let me in
K
there.
that I
What
killed.
do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
What if it's like Ulrich? Oh, meet me at the under the willow tree at sunset, and then I killed him. Again, rhetorical. I do not want to know. What's new? I'm looking for my friend. Where can I find the local merchants here?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
This poor man. What's new?
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
Oh, I just realised who it
below
was.
the village, along the road
It's
to the
Mr.
buffer.
Thrush.
What do you mean more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants.
Can I go to your
What
daughter's
disaster.
wedding?
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Fucking hell.
God be with you.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection.
What?
A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond.
Oh.
I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Where? I want free stuff.
Where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Zhelyov. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
Was anything of value?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast.
Oh.
And for Taylor Bartushak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
So, what's done is done. I'm sorry to hear. So I wonder if I take it, it'll be stolen or not. I might just sell it back. That's how we get our
Sorry
job.
to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
What's over that hill?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business.
So
We're in
you
the village.
trauma
Don't care
dumped on
much for
me.
outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I
What do you
understand
mean?
that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed
Is he
escort
German?
with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
I think you just insulted Ulrich. Okay, thank you. You're lovely.
Bis bald, mein Freund.
Did you just call me bald? Herds boy Natan.
Where are you heading, laddie?
I'm not actually sure.
I'm just passing through. Why?
If you're headed towards the Rock Tower Pond, make sure to avoid the abandoned barn.
What barn?
There's an old abandoned barn not far from here. Some vagabond has camped there, on the booze from morning till night.
Good to know.
Right nuisance he is. I tried to have a word, but the bastard came at me with an axe. That's why I warn passers-by, so they don't come to no harm. God only knows what that bloke might do.
Thanks. I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you, sweet man. Woo! Tomcat. So he's built like a brick shit house. And he impresses women by getting wagons to run him over. And there we go. Hi, big strong man. Romani people. Well, this is a vibe. Nomad's camp. Hello.
Good day to you.
Oh, he's got an ugly mo. Sorry. I've heard incredible things about you like getting run over. You know when a guy messages you and is like, oh my god, you look so hot, throw me down the fucking stairs and spit in my mouth, and it's just like, whoa. This guy is like the medieval version of that, where he just is like, you're so hot, run me over a fucking wagon. And you think it's because he probably likes it.
I've heard incredible things about you.
Yeah, I think it's like a thing for him.
Hay wagon roll over you.
Yeah.
Aye.
To impress
It was
women.
quite the show.
Is that how you usually spend your free time?
Oh, often enough. People like it. But don't think it's some trick. It's the real thing. And it's not easy. It's not just about muscles, but about your overall approach to food and life in general. Being a strongman isn't a trade. It's a way of life.
I believe you. Getting run over by a wagon isn't for everyone.
That's right. Not everyone can do it. But I was nursed by a wild she-bear, so it's no problem for me. Nothing's impossible. Remember that. Nothing's impossible.
How's it going, eh?
On top of the world, same as ever.
He strikes me as someone who's actually really depressed and he's just saying these things, but he's actually not. He's like this close to a breakdown. I wish. You okay? Like, how are you really?
You were raised by a wild bear, you said.
You think I'm lying? Or you're just amazed?
No one can be
Well,
that positive.
It's just you're the first person I ever met who had that kind of upbringing.
The first, the only one, more like, fella.
His smile
It was
is
a
like...
cruel winter when they found me in that bear's den as a baby.
So
I
you're
think
an
it's
orphan.
a smile.
If
I
we
can't see his
rule out
upper
a
lip.
human baby being born to a bear, then I reckon that's a good bet.
Right. That was stupid.
What?
No, I meant I was being stupid. About the bear thing, of course.
Well, there you go. Nothing's impossible for a man like me. Like I say, nothing's impossible.
No, he's just saying like self-affirmations but to others. I've just realized I get freaked out when I can't see people's top lip. There's just something about him, eh? He's got quite the unique look. There's something that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. What can you do? He's gonna be like, there's nothing you can't do.
What can you do, Tomcat?
Anything I want.
Everything. Nothing's impossible.
Come on. Don't tell me you can really do everything.
If I put my mind to it, try me.
What about...
The Kronos!
I've been training to swim in cold water for years. No one can beat me when it comes to swimming under ice.
I'd like to believe that. And seeing it's summer now, I have no other choice. What about climbing?
I can climb any cliff without a rope, just using my bare hands, and then do a backflip off it into a pond.
Jesus, you're a madman.
Not at all. I'd be a madman if I trusted my life to something as crazy as a horse.
Oh, he doesn't like horses.
Wait, so you're
He's
afraid of horses?
Hey, nothing's impossible. But I hate horses with all my guts. I never take
They
risks.
don't trust him.
And that's why I'll never get on a horse. Not even for a golden
You just said
goose.
you swim under
You don't
ice.
take risks. And what about your strongman antics?
No risk involved. That's years of hard work and training, fella. If I didn't believe in myself and what I do, I'd be long dead.
What did you used to do?
What did you do before you took to the road?
How did I become a nomad? It's in my blood. This is my life.
So you've known the Voivod for some time?
Uh-huh. The Voivode is a good fella. I met him this winter and helped him with his horse.
I didn't realize you know about horses.
What? The only thing I know about horses is that they go around on 4 legs. The Voivode's horse died from the cold, so I dragged it to the camp on a handcart, and we turned it into some first-class goulash. At least that old nag was good for something.
I'd be interested to know what you live on.
I had lentils for lunch and
Positivity.
bread pudding for dinner. What's it to you?
What do you do, I mean?
Right now, I'm talking to you. Then I'll go and have a bite to eat because I'm starving and need to keep my strength up. It's not so easy. The strongman trade can't be taken lightly.
Don't they say a hungry artist makes for a good artist?
No, a depressed
A hungry
artist makes great
is a
art.
bad artist because no one ever earned a crust by going hungry.
Can you teach me something?
Can you show me how you pull off some of your feats of strength?
I don't know. You mean you don't know how to hand out slaps? Or just how to follow one up?
Well, I'm not a complete beginner. And I'm not as interested in slaps as I am in swordsmanship and wrestling.
Wrestling?
Ah, I see. I could help with that. I wouldn't want to beat a dead horse, after all. You know what I mean, right?
I understand. I'll try not to disappoint you. And
So
I'd
he
be
hates
grateful if you'd make
horses
time
and he
for me,
loves
Master.
everything else.
Of course I'll show you what I know. But you can't be stingy, my
I
friend.
have no money.
I understand.
I have no
Don't
money.
worry. I'll pay you.
I have literally $0, guys.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would...
Oh.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Oh, I
Well,
don't have any money.
it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
Wait, so now he's not charging? What do you want in return?
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I
What?
don't have anything to do right now anyway. You
How
can pay me next
funny.
time.
That's fine.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna make some potions. Practice your swordplay. Well,
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice launch.
oh, thank God.
So we don't hurt each other.
Oh, phew.
Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder.
Guys, I miss
Going
Bernard.
to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around.
Attack on
I'll
the
let
right,
you
left,
have
right, vice
exactly
versa.
3
The miss-
strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
Oh, I missed. Oh, God.
Why
This
didn't you
one
follow
thing.
through?
Because I'm not good at that.
Don't pause.
I really miss Bernard calling me a cunt.
Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick
No, you've
succession.
got to go, wrong, try again.
I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. See? That's the way. Again. Where are you attacking from? Try again.
What?
Why didn't you finish?
I thought I did.
Beautiful.
That's what that all the men say. Sorry. I'll go. What? Okay, yeah, I know how to block.
You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meister.
Ah, the Master Strike,
also known as
guys.
the Master Strike.
How do I prove myself?
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
Do we go full Delulu? I'm gonna go full Delulu.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us. Sorry, lad. It's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
Let me try it again.
Nonsense. If you can't defeat me fresh, you won't defeat me all bloodied up.
I'll tend to my wounds and be right back.
Very well then. I'll
so
wait for you
fucked.
here, but I don't have all day. Get a move on.
What a character. There's a new quest. If you want to surrender to authorities, why would I ever do that? What do you fucking mean? I've done nothing.
Somebody gave you a good word. Are you all right?
Porridge, porridge.
Hey! How dare you? That's our food.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Or I'll call the guard.
Let's make a deal.
Are you...
I'm so used to in the first game, you can just drink any soup. You just eat from a pot.
Kidding me? That food is ours. You'd
No,
better
but
pay
I'm
for
from the
what you
first game where you just eat food. Can't you forgive me?
Don't make me hit you, wench. Be glad that at least someone eats that swill of yours.
You cheeky bastard! I'll call the guard on you.
Bugger off.
Hey! Over here! Give him what for!
No, I've got a quest! No, I've got a quest! Who the fuck are you?
We're going to get you, you horse son.
Because I ate soup? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that art. Oh! Fuck!
Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the master stroke.
True.
My God, you look awful. Do you need help?
You won't believe it. Explain?
No thanks. It looks worse than it is.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming
Can't you
true.
just try to kill me?
What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Hold on, mate.
Hold your horses.
What happened?
Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone?
My
only
Shayla.
daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri Romney had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She says a stranger coming.
He looks like a
not
FIFA
us,
player
different.
that got punched.
And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivode of this camp. One moment she's here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly.
It's
I
so
know nothing
poetic.
of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivode? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bajena, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johani's name, but I know she does not like nomads.
That's
she says she
right.
don't know anything. And if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Pooh, be bucked.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. Mi tuta vel bach, che sa si
So I said the game saved. Is there somewhere I can sleep? She always looks so slightly
Will
disgusted.
you help an old woman, young man?
Wait, does she not recognize me?
God in heaven, you're seeing this.
Seeing what?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her?
Oh.
She was here when I was healing you two.
Yeah.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not
Everyone's
like her
all
to be
women are
wandering
missing.
around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Of course.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
The women of the woods are missing. Oh.
Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
Well, it looks like we've done... Yeah, okay, so we've figured out all the parts in this area. On that note, I'm going to head to bed.